Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something that I'm really excited about, but I've personally never done before. You see it all over YouTube channels, and that is a little haul, little first impressions. Yesterday I was just having the itch to shop, and so I went on over to Sephora, yay! And did a little shopping. So I've always been really interested in the brand Charlotte Tilbury. She is originally from the UK. She's a makeup artist. She does a lot of celebrity makeup, and her vibe is very like sultry, like just that like sexy, like new meets old Hollywood type vibe, like very dewy skin, very like luscious lips, very like cat eye, like sleek, and just absolutely gorgeous. I've heard so many reviews about her products, and I've been really wanting to get like my hands on some and try for myself. So I got some goodies in here, and we're gonna go ahead and do a look with them. And all this is of course not sponsored. I'm making no money off of this, which hopefully someday I do. That would be really awesome. So all my first impressions are gonna be real, and I took the financial risk, so you don't have to. And with that, let's get into it. So first, I just came out of the shower, so my skin is all totally prepped. I have not put on SPF, so today I am going to be using the Glow Stick Sunscreen SPF by Supergoop. This is something that I talked about in my video last time. I said that it works really great alone, or it works really great as a primer. So today I'm gonna be using it as a primer to get my SPF, because after this, my boyfriend and I are gonna go into the city and run some errands. So I wanna make sure that I am covered. Okay, looking glowy. So for the first product I'm gonna be dipping into today is this luxury eyeshadow quad. It looks like this. I love all our packaging. It's really like high quality. It's not super dense, but it's like nice, shiny lacquer. So it's not just like plastic. And this is what it looks like. I saw this and just thought it was absolutely beautiful, and it's really like matching the vibe of what I've been doing. Like these are colors that I know for my skin tone are just like tried and true, and so I was really excited to see that it was all in like one quad. So that's super nice. Like if you're traveling, you just bring this one thing, and you know, you have a few different looks depending on how you want to do it. I've never used her eyeshadows. Okay. That's creamy. It also looks very natural. I've really heard that her eye powders are like super buttery, and that feels really soft, and it has a good amount of payoff. Okay, and then this shade is called Enchants. So this is the enchanting shade. So I'll do a little bit like this. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so in the pan, it looks like really like a warm gold, but in swatch you can see that it has a lot more of like a gold pink flecks. The next shade we're gonna do Smoke. So I guess Smoke is this one. Looks like that. This one seems like it didn't have as much payoff. Okay, wow. So it is pretty. You definitely see like some glitter pigment, but it's not like a full blast like chunky glitter, which I think is actually really okay. Okay, and for the last one, it is Pop. So this is Pop, shade Pop. Looks like this. It looks like a nice taupey on the finger. Okay, and also warm tones. Coffee. Remember my quarantine happy hour? Should I get back to that? Okay, so for today, since I think I'm gonna do like a little bit of a heavier eye with this quad, I'm gonna start out with my eyes so that I don't like mess up my base. I'm gonna go a little bit differently than how they have it laid out on here. I think first I'm gonna start in these darker shades, and I'm gonna take my little ColourPop blender brush and just kind of like start out here. Maybe I'll like, yeah, okay. So it does break up in the pan a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, so already it just like looks like a really natural pigment. It definitely moves super nice. I want to put a little bit under here because I kind of want it to be like a daytime rosy gold smoke, but not like super smoky, like a really like carved out, but not super smoky. So it looks pretty good. It's pulling a little bit like pinker on my skin than I think I'd like. Like, I feel like it almost looks like kind of a sienna. Maybe I should have put concealer on before I started putting color on, but we're gonna keep going with it. So as you can see, I've had to dab into this one quite a few times, so it's not quite as pigmented as I imagine. I really do like how it pulled off on the lower of my eye, but I'm still kind of building it up just a little bit more on the top of my eye. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there with that. I'm gonna change brushes and start to do a little more of the inner corner. So for that, I think we'll just take this guy. I'm gonna dip it into Pop here, shake it off. I'm just gonna like press. Okay, I mean, it's all blending together really well. I just think like, I really thought this was gonna be almost too smoky, so it is pulling off for like a daytime, but I think at night I would like really work on building it up. So I'm gonna take a little more of smoke back on this blending brush and then kind of build in the outer corner a little bit. Okay, so it's really not that much. Like, as you can see, I'm doing like kind of a lot of work to not get that much payoff. So I'm a little surprised by that. I'm gonna try and do like more of a little eyeliner effect. So I wanna take a angled brush. I'm gonna really press into this pan. Oh, okay, I see. This pan, like, maybe you need to break the first seal because there's like nothing coming off. I'm gonna go on my inner corner. Okay, still not like a ton of pigment. And then I wanna like mix these two and do kind of almost like an eyeshadow winged effect. So I'll do like, here, I'll show you guys on this side. Yeah, so it's not really showing up too much. It's like, it's very subtle. Which I feel like for the price, you definitely deserve more payout. Okay, so now I just feel like the dark color is honestly just removing what I had down earlier. So far this has not been that great of an experience. I'd be curious to see like what all this shadow did with like a primer, but without a primer, and just like as I'm doing it now, I'm really kind of disappointed. Like, I'm not impressed with it at all, because I think the price point was like, what, $48 or something, and for one, it's subtle, it's not that pigmented, which is like pretty. I'm down for that, you can do that, but for Charlotte, I was thinking that it'd be a lot more blendable and a lot more pigmented. So for today's base, I got this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It says it's for a superstar youth glow. And I bought it in a shade darker because I have been very tan recently. I think this might be a little bit too dark. So I am gonna mix it with my Estee Lauder. As far as I'm concerned, I think this comes on pretty dewy. And this is like what I've heard the most from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm like really hoping this will look nice. So let's see. Oh, interesting. I did not know it came like that. I kind of like that. I don't know, how do we want to do it? Do I want to just put it on my face, or do I want to like bounce it on my hand? I think we're gonna put it on my face. So let's put it in the center where I have the most problems. That looks like a pretty good match, actually. Hi, Susu, I hear you. Okay, maybe it's a little dark. I'm gonna get my beauty blender. Just give this a little shaky shake. Yes, Susu, what is it, girl? What is it? And I'm just gonna pour a little bit on my hand. Whoop. So let's do a little bounce, a little extra bounce, and go in. Well, that blended really, really nice. It is like, honestly, could not be a better match. Like, these two mixed together look great. And I definitely see, because I know what this looks like, this brings a little more dewiness. It does look like filtery. It does look like pore filling. I don't see a ton of texture, and it definitely just like really, really blended into my skin super nice. So this is like gorgeous match for me right now, which is really exciting because I've not been happy with my makeup. I had really needed a color change. And what I like to do is Susu. Okay. Here's Susu. I think she just wants to be with me. She has like a little bit of an ear mite situation, so we're resolving it, huh, girl? All right, hopefully we're gonna try and sit her on my lap. She's gonna wanna come on the table. Yeah, I see you. I know, it's so fun, but I can't have you there right now, okay? I'm gonna do my little concealer. I'm not gonna review that because it's just my usual like NARS and stuff, So the concealer blended in beautifully. Like, it looks like wine. It definitely brought back a little dimension to my face. And I'm also noticing that the eyeshadow is like showing through more. So maybe it wasn't showing up as much because it was like too close to my skin color, or my skin was just like not even enough. I'm not really sure, but the skin looks really good. So I'm just gonna give it a quick spray, and then we're gonna actually move on to powder. You guys know I usually like to do all creams and then set it with powder. But I'm trying to do like a little bit less in my routine, and I also got some like really nice face powders from her, so we're gonna try it out. So just gonna give a little spray just to set. It's like, I like doing a spray before the transition because it's just gonna like moisturize this before I put powder on top of it. It's gonna set it on itself, and it's just gonna look really nice. So next what I'm gonna do is do just like a little sculpting. So I got the FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow. Huh. I was actually reading online that this is designed after like a 1920s cigarette case, and so I think that's really fun. It's really cute. Yeah, this is just like a cigarette case. It is dual-sided. Oh my god, how cute is that? And so this is sculpt, this is highlight. I really liked the way this looked because this highlight or this sculpt looks super, super neutral. So it's like sold kind of as a bronzer, but it's also contour because it's like very neutral. It looks like it's really gonna fit people who have fairer skin tones. I was told that it definitely has like a little bit of glimmer in it. And so I'm really, really excited to try this one. I did look online and it had a little bit of mixed reviews. And I've also just been needing like a good highlight. The woman at Sephora told me that this highlight is super natural looking. It's not like blinding glow, which is actually more what I've been going for. I've been liking more of a lit from within look than like a glittery donut glitter. So let's dip in and try this guy out. I'm gonna take this brush because I like how it kind of comes to the center. Okay. Looks like I'm not getting a ton of product on. I'm seeing a little more. Okay. I'm seeing like a little bit. Yeah, it definitely looks natural. It's not blinding. It is definitely bringing a really natural sculpt, and I like that. I think this is more what I'm gravitating towards these days. Is not like harsh powder, but this like seals in blendlessly with my foundation, and that's really pretty. And it goes in nice in my hairline. It did take a little bit to build up the pigment. Like, I definitely think this is one, you know, you keep having to dip in, but it is blending really nice, and it's making me look more sculpted than it is bronze. And so I think there's a big difference in looking just like bronze versus looking sculpted. And because this is such a neutral brown, it looks a lot more sculpted. The highlight instantly got a ton of powder off the brush, so I'm gonna like give it a little knock, and then oh, that's pretty. Yeah, okay, that's pretty. It does look a little powdery, but it is definitely a lit within. It is sitting on the skin. I kind of wish it'd blend in a little more, but I think with setting spray, that'll blend. It is definitely giving my face like that bring forward effect, which I feel like a lot of my highlighters that I've been using look dewy, but it's not bringing my face forward. So I definitely think this is more of a sculptor than it is like a highlight bronzing makeup duo. It's definitely like a lot more natural, and that looks really, really pretty. Like that looks nearly undetectable. Okay, so the next product is her blush. These blushes I've heard really good things about. It's part of the Pillow Talk line. So this is the case. It matches really well with everything else she has. Everything she has is very unison. So on the outside, she has like this mauve-y matte ring, which I thought would look really nice with my complexion right now. Mauve has always been a good color on me, but especially since I'm tanner, I wanted like a little bit of a darker blush instead of like a bright poppy pink. And then on the inside, it has like this tannish looking, pools kind of pink. Ooh. It looks pretty matte too. I actually thought that would have more shimmer in it. It looks like a very, very subtle shimmer. But all of her things, I feel like as much as she works with the stars and stuff, it's actually all coming out really subtle and really natural. So it's like there, but it's also undetectable. So let's give it a little swatch. It came nice on the brush. Sorry guys, someone called me, so it actually cut off the video. So we're going back to the blush. I did apply a little bit here. It went on really seamlessly, and you really don't need a lot to get that rosy glow. So if you can see, like this looks like finished, and then this part needs it. I was like some pore filling and just kind of smoothing action to it. So let's do the other side. And yeah, this look is definitely kind of monochromatic. I do feel like I need like contouring of the nose. So I'm gonna do that. I just feel like I've lost a lot of dimension in my face and I just look only very tan. Also, something that I was like recently watching in a video was contouring under your lips so it looks fuller. So I kind of want to try that. Oh my god. That like worked. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but I definitely see like more of a like a pout, like a plump work. Okay. That's looking really, really pretty. So next, we're just gonna do brows. And I think I'll just go ahead and do that off camera. You guys have seen me do my brows a million times. I'm still using the same old Anastasia products, so I'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. So I just went ahead and I got dressed for what I wanted to wear today, and then I did my mascara and my brows, and as I've had this foundation sitting in my skin, it's like continually like morphed and morphed into my skin where it looks so seamless and like the perfect amount of dew, because I've been noticing like a lot of these like dewy products that are coming out, they're so dewy that they feel really heavy on my skin. Like it feels oily, I start to feel really gross around here, and it almost looks like, yeah, it just looks like oily instead of dewy. And so this is like, I feel like it's not gonna move, but it looks like really natural and really glowy. I wanted to come back on because I was watching a YouTube video the other day. I don't remember who it was, but she was talking about how she always puts a little bit of coral in the middle underneath her nude lips, and I had been like really wanting to try that out. So I thought we'd experiment together. I'm gonna be using, I think, these guys. And this is the Kylie Iced Latte Lip Liner. It's honestly like one of my favorites. Like it looks good underneath anything. Like I can't even describe it. It's just, it's so pretty, so. And then, so this is like the most corally coral I have, and I actually really love it if I really mix it with something else, but on its own, it's like way too bright for me. So I'm gonna just put a little bit in the middle, like, and I think I'll just blend it out with my finger. It's so pretty. I love it. And then I'm gonna use the KKW Classic Icon 2 Nude. It's one of my all-time favorite nudes. Especially like recently, I've been doing a lot more of like warmer makeup, and this just goes with everything and it stays on so well. Yeah, it just looks more like a pink nude, but I think it blends nicely. Well, there you have it, you guys. This is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed my first ever first impression and Sephora haul, and that you learned some new tips and tricks. Overall, I like Charlotte Tilbury. I didn't have this like proper understanding of what her products were. I was not expecting them to be as lightly pigmented. I think because it's like a higher end price point, I expected just like wham, ba-bam. But she is a UK artist, and in Europe they definitely are a little bit more about subtlety than American brands. American makeup is just a lot more you know, like bold. Then you get the side that's like the Glossier no makeup, but that's very different than, you know, what this is. So I actually think that these products are kind of an answer to prayer for me, because I very much fall in the middle. Like if I do like no makeup, I'm just really wearing an SPF and maybe brow gel. It's like nothing, as you saw in my last video. But if I'm gonna do like makeup, I want my base to look really natural, but I also want it to be like a filter. And that's really how I feel. I feel like this is a really good medium. The eyeshadow I definitely did struggle with. I really like how it looks now. Like now it really shows up, but I'm not completely sold on that just because it is a little more pink than I wanted. I wanted it to be a little more rose gold, and then I wanted the brown to be a little more taupe, and that like wasn't my favorite. Yeah, love the foundation. I'm really surprised about just what an exact match it was, and I feel super tan, which is exciting. It's a feeling I have never gotten before in my life, so that's really fun. And then the blush I thought was really pretty, and then I actually really love this like Sculpt and Glow. Like it's so pretty. I really needed a new like everyday highlighter. I feel like this totally meets what I'm looking for. It does look like a little more textured and powdery than I wanted to, so, and I did put setting spray over it, so kind of interested to see how that wears in the day. Maybe I'll be able to give you guys an update later today as I walk around in the city that has like moisture in the air. Overall, do I approve? Yes and no. It just depends where you want to go. If you were looking for more natural makeup, but that's gonna have that makeup hold to it, and I think it's good. I don't think it's great because the price point is higher. I do feel like you could find other products that like kind of meet and can give you this look. I guess just like, let me know what you guys think. I feel like I still need time to adjust my expectations, and then I'm definitely interested to try the eyeshadow again with the primer and see if that makes any difference. Like it looks pretty, but it doesn't look like life-changing like I thought it would be. So that's always hard to like manage your expectations versus reality, but let me know what you guys like, and I will see you next time. Please subscribe to my channel. Once I get, what is it, 100 or is it 1,000, I can start monetizing or something. But girl be trying to monetize during this pandemic, so help a sister out. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you find some peace for yourselves and just stay woke, y'all. Bye.